Welcome to the smallest room in the house. Not the bathroom, the home office corner you carved out between the laundry basket and the mysterious box of cables nobody admits owning. Today we're turning that tiny corner into a focus fortress, while being hunted by the most determined office inspectors on earth, toddlers. First rule, if they can see it, they can want it. Your laptop is a spaceship, your mouse is a hamster, and your sticky notes are apparently artisanal snacks. So start with altitude. Put the screen on a riser, move pens into a high cup, and clip headphones under the desk like you're hiding evidence from a very short detective. Next comes the border. You do not need a full room. You need a clear signal that says, this is where grown-up thinking happens, and no, the printer is not a ride. Use a rug, a folding screen, or even painter's tape on the floor. Toddlers respect boundaries about as much as cats respect gravity, but visual cues help everyone practice. Now kid-proof the danger zone. Cords should vanish faster than cookies at preschool pickup. Bundle them, route them behind furniture, and cover outlets. Heavy shelves get anchored. Scissors, chargers, stamps, and the one permanent marker capable of signing the family into bankruptcy go into locked drawers. This is where my tiny corner hired its secret bodyguard, a set of adhesive magnetic child safety cabinet locks from Amazon. They stick inside drawers and cabinet doors, so the outside still looks calm and adult, but the toddler experience becomes an ancient riddle. Pull, tug, dramatic sigh, nothing. Then you wave the magnetic key like a wizard with a quarterly report, and the drawer opens. I use them for printer paper, cables, batteries, and emergency chocolate, which is absolutely office equipment. If you want the same little drawer bouncers, the product link is in the video description. May your stapler remain unlicked. For focus, build a yes basket beside the office. Fill it with safe decoys, an old keyboard with the batteries removed, chunky crayons, board books, and a toy phone for their very important calls to Banana Incorporated. When your child reaches for your real keyboard, redirect them to theirs. You are not rejecting a coworker, you are transferring them to another department. Sound matters too. A white noise machine or gentle playlist can blur household chaos without making your brain feel like soup. Keep meeting headphones ready, but learn the universal parent mute reflex. Smile confidently, while a child off-screen screams, "I found a raisin." Nobody needs to know whether it was in a snack cup or the sofa archives. Your schedule is another lock. Batch work into toddler-sized weather windows before breakfast, during naps, after bedtime, or during that magical 8 minutes when they become emotionally committed to stacking blocks. Write down one priority for each window, not 12. 1. A tiny office rewards tiny targets. Then make cleanup automatic. At the end of each session, close the laptop, slide papers into one tray, lock the drawers, and push the chair in. Toddlers are opportunists. An open notebook is an invitation to reinvent your budget with applesauce fingerprints. A reset ritual tells your brain work is paused, and tells your child the treasure cave is closed. But remember, kid-proof does not mean kid-banished. Let them visit sometimes. Give them a badge, announce them as assistant director of crayons, and let them press one harmless button. When they feel included, the office becomes less forbidden volcano and more boring grown-up island. Boring is your friend. So yes, your home office may be a corner. It may share airspace with laundry, toys, and a suspiciously sticky dinosaur. But with height, boundaries, hidden cords, locked drawers, decoy tools, sound control, and a realistic schedule, that corner can become a command center. Not perfect, not silent, but protected enough for deep work and flexible enough for real life. Because the goal isn't escaping parenthood, it's finishing one email before someone wears the tape dispenser hat.